You know a nigga stay ready.
That's right.
If it's war, then we pulling out the bows. Strictly for my niggas, represent the stronghold. Better put your shield up when my arrows unload. Let's get one thing straight, blackjack will never fold. If it's war, then we pulling out the bows. Strictly for my niggas, represent the stronghold. Better put your shield up when my arrows unload. Let's get one thing straight, blackjack will never fold. Feather in my hat, blackjack. Pull a dart from my back and lay a up out flat. American on my map when the trap pop out. Catch a colonizer lacking, we gon' rip off his scalp and pull his eyeballs out. Send him back where he came from. My niggas stay dangerous. Pack their ass on the ship and send them back to England. If it's war, my nigga then line up. Only real niggas slide with us. Let's tribe up. If it's war, then we pulling out the bows. Strictly for my niggas, represent the stronghold. Better put your shield up when my arrows unload. Let's get one thing straight, blackjack will never fold. If it's war, then we pulling out the bows. Strictly for my niggas, represent the stronghold. Better put your shield up when my arrows unload. Let's get one thing straight, blackjack will never fold. Solid gold, they goose, the black magic rubber gold. I was told they labeled you a savage. Strictly for my niggas to slaughter a Babylon. Pull a sword from the stone, my nigga, the house of cards. Point out the battalions, I bet you I make change. By any method necessary, I bring pain. And if you got your peace pipe with you, then fire up. Only real niggas ride with us, we tribe up.
sauvage. Au Négré l'Amérique. Et l'Amérique négrée.
Hey, great day, Shalom. Tribe up. Great day, man. It's good to see everybody. Salute, tribe up, man. Family, how y'all doing? Hit me up in the chat. Let me know how you're feeling. Salute the Monarch in the house, the American house. Salute to the member teaching 777 in the house. Salute, 2 shots for the member teaching 777. We tried up heavy over here. We got another show lined up for y'all once again. We talking about the prehistoric, quote unquote, blacks in ancient America, my naga. Salute. Yeah, we talking ancient American, you know, pre-Columbian America, you know, pre-colonial contact, pre-European American. Salute. That's what we talking, the ancient blacks. Yeah. Prehistoric. Yeah, before his story, my naga. Hey, y'all do me a favor, hit that like button, subscribe, share the video, you know what I'm saying? If you want to go ahead and do it, get that membership, my naga. We tribing up heavy. Teach 777 over here, tribing up on the membership, you know. It's an OG member, you know, down from day one. Salute. You know what I'm saying? We got a couple other members, Jackie Salah, you know what I'm saying? Reginald Middleton, you know what I'm saying? Marshawn Frazier. You know what I'm saying? We got JJ in the house, you know what I'm saying? Y'all tribe up with us. We about to grow this tribe. We got a lot of special things coming. Like I've been considering planning a Naga powwow. Salute. What y'all think about that? Strictly from a Naga powwow. You got to come to the powwow, you gotta be a nappy-headed Naga. But you know what? We gonna be like, who sent you? You know what I'm saying? Salute the Cherokee Empress in the house. Salute. I've been thinking about a Naga powwow, my Naga. Get that membership, y'all tribe up with me. I'm gonna do a members only live stream later on this week where we might get into some planning to do a little Naga powwow strictly for the Nagas. You know what I'm saying? Strictly for us, my Naga. We got to plan this thing out. I was thinking about doing it possibly in Tulsa. You know what I'm saying? We can all tribe up, meet up in Tulsa, Oklahoma. We can meet up in the Greenwood, you know, the Greenwood district, my Naga. We can have a little talk with the ancestors, my Naga. Wouldn't that be lovely, my Naga? Salute. Tribe up. Chief Jadiga in the house. Salute. Tribe up. So yeah, my Naga, you know what I'm saying? I want y'all to tribe up with me, get that membership, because we got to talk about some stuff in private for the family only, you know what I'm saying? For the inner circle. Like planning this strictly for my Naga powwow, you know what I'm saying? Naga's only welcome. Hey, it is what it is, you know what I'm saying? Salute. But tonight though, we talking the prehistoric quote unquote blacks in ancient America. Y'all forgive me, you know what I'm saying? I'm out here in my old work clothes, you know what I'm saying? I ain't feel like changing right now. I just feel like having a chat with y'all, my Naga. You know what I'm saying? I came home from work. I said, you know, I got off work a little late. I said, man, let me sit right down here in my office. I ain't even hit the shower yet, my Naga. I had to talk to y'all first. You know what I'm saying, my Naga? I usually go on and get me a shower, change clothes. You know what I'm saying? But today I just had to have a chat, my Naga. I said I can get back to that, you know what I'm saying? But we're gonna talk about this ancient Naga president, Ern Jordan in the house. Salute, tribe up. Salute to the chat. The chat getting lit in this thing already. I like that. You know what I'm saying? We're talking about the ancient, quote unquote, blacks, prehistoric, before his story, my Naga. This is before his story. This is all about your story, my Naga, in ancient America. You know, the ancient, the old world. You know, the old world, the true old world. And let's look at that thumbnail for a minute. Yeah, dope, right? That's dope. Talking about the ancient Nagas of America. And we just looking at one right now. If you ever saw this ancient Naga, my Naga, hit me up in the chat and let me know if you know. Hey, Uni Big Tree in the house. Con up, Trial Bud, Uni Big Tree in the house. Salute the Uni Big Tree. Yeah. And we having this conversation about the ancient quote unquote blacks of prehistoric America. We're looking at a Naga right now. This Naga here, this Naga lit, man. What is he holding? You know, they want to hide your history so bad. So we got to dissect it for ourselves sometimes from a third eye point of view. You feel me? Salute. It's clearly a Naga. You know, this Naga is fancy. The Naga got look like 2 feathers flowing from the top of his headdress. This Naga is royal. The Naga got a shield. My Naga, shield up. My Naga, throw a shield up in the chat. My Naga, all my real Nagas, throw a shield up in the chat for the ancient Nagas of America. My Naga, for the ancient Nagas of America. Put that shield in the chat. My Naga, salute. Tribe. Hey, Charles Johnson in the house. Salute. We getting loaded. The family showing up. My Naga. Yeah, but we're looking at an ancient Naga. The Naga got on like an earring, my Naga. I don't know what kind of earring that is. Maybe a pearl. Maybe a very large pearl, my Naga. Like an enormous pearl. Hey, I was checking out Uni Big Tree. Uni Big Tree did something on them pearls, my Naga. He tried to tell y'all what time it is on them pearls. Y'all need to go check out Uni Big Tree, telling y'all about the enormous pearls, my Naga. Just like this fella got right here. Just like this Naga got right now, right? So we're looking at, if you look right up here, right up on the House of Cons, it got the Naga name. The Naga name is Opuchitli. Opuchitli. You know what I'm saying? Wapachitli. You know, I'm not quite sure how to pronounce it. You know, we pronouncing it with this modern tongue, but who knows how the ancestors pronounced it, you know? But we're going to do our best. We're going to do our best, my Naga. So we're looking at this ancient Naga, right? And before we get into this, before we even get into talking about the prehistoric blacks in ancient America, I want to revisit something, my Naga. I want to revisit something that we looked at a while back on another live stream. If y'all was present, y'all probably remember this image. Let's go straight to it. Y'all remember this one? Hit me up in the chat. Let me know if you remember this image. We looked at it a while back, you know, on the Aztec Codex, you know. We see a nappy-headed Naga hanging, right? Hanging, holding the cross, right? Handcuffed, hanging. He hung and bound, my Naga. He hung and bound, my Naga. So we see this Naga, right, on the Codex. And when you read a description of this thing, it's hijacked present all the way around. You know, these Europeans, man, they can't read this writing, man. They best guess is what they think, right? When they look at this stuff and they try to say, oh, this means this and this means that. They don't know what they're talking about, man. So when you look at this image, right, you see these clearly are other Nagas. These are Nagas, clearly. These clearly Nagas, right? I don't know if they in the court. I don't know if this was a court hanging. It looked like they possibly was in court or something, like judge and jury. I don't know. I'm just looking at it from a third eye point of view, my Naga. But I see this nappy head Naga right here got this cross. I don't know if he was chilling with the missionaries. I don't know what he was doing. I don't know if he was talking at Zeus, that Jesus. I don't know what he was doing, but the Nagas put him to the noose, right? And I don't know, could this be Estabanico? Nah, this ain't Estabanico. When I was just I'm cracking jokes now. That ain't Estabanico. But I'm trying to make a point now. So when we look at this image, it's tell us this image is, and they want to call him an African, right? So we know African is just code word for American Negro, for black. You know, when they just throw that term around, they just mean Negro. They don't mean literally like from Africa. They really just mean the first. They're saying images of Africans. They really just mean so-called blacks or Nagas in the Codex of Tellerano, Reminiscences and Codex. You know what I'm saying? Now they saying Africans, right? It's just because they believe they want to say they don't believe. They know all blacks don't come from no Africa. All so-called blacks, they know this. This is just their form of hijack. They call them Africans. Because you gotta ask yourself, what would an African be doing on the Mexican Codex? Salute. It does not make sense for are there any Europeans on the Codex? Possibly, but an African, nah. You know, so we got to look at these things, because we know the Europeans all took the codexes after they came here. So we got to take all that into consideration. We got to take all of that into consideration. So we're looking at this. Now they saying the images of Africans in the codex. So we go to this images, we click on it. We already got the page lined up. Look what it's saying. Could this be the very first image of Africans in America? Salute. Now they got to be done. They got to be done to even say something like that. Could this be the first image of an African in America? When they mean the first image of a Negro in America, and I'm gonna show y'all that that's a falsehood also. But we just gonna dig into it. Let's go by there. Let's look at the dates. It said this sad image from the Codex Tellerano Reminiscences depicts the hanging in Mexico, the Mexica Managa Moshe, Mexico City in 1537, right? 1530. We got a date. So they're saying, could this be the very first so-called African, but they were just really talking Negro or black in the Americas? Because black or Negro is not synonymous with Africa, Managa. Black and Negro is not synonymous with Africa. So the image of this Negro in the Americas, could this be, they're saying 1537 in Mexico City, of a black male from getting hung from a scalpel, right? In the accompanying gloss, the scribe reports this rebellion of blacks and the subsequent hanging of its leaders. So it's a lot of blacks, and they was hanging there, not leaders. According to Dr. Elena Fitzpatrick Silver, it could be the very first image of a black, so-called African, right, individual in the Americas. Now, how could he be an African? Look how he's dressed. Let's look back at how he's dressed. Let's just go back to the image. Is he dressed like an African, Managa? You big dummy. All right. If he is an African, wouldn't he be a slave? Is he dressed like a slave, Managa? Or if he's African, would he be a conquistador? Salute. We just looking from a third eye point of view and making our own decisions right now. So if they want to call him an African, he would either have to be, by their narrative, a slave. He ain't dressed like a slave, so we can eliminate that. He would either have to be a conquistador. He not dressed like an African conquistador, so we can eliminate that too. So he's not an African at all. He's not an African slave nor a conquistador. His clothes do not prove it. The evidence don't line up. The dots don't connect. He has to be a Tamarican. But is he a traitor? Salute. Understand what we're looking at from a third eye point of view. He getting hung. He getting court-martialed. That sounds like some traitor type stuff, right? That sounds like what happened to a traitor, right? All right, so let's was he hanging with the Spanish missionary? Was he hanging with the funky Frenchman? What was he doing? All right, so that's 1537. They claim that that's the first image. Are we talking about the title of the night show, by the way, if y'all forgot? It's the Prehistoric Blacks in Ancient America. Let's go back to this image that we use for the thumbnail. Vocal Cheatley, right? All right. Hey, on the big tree, he know what that Uber cheat is. Hey, but we finna talk about it, right? They saying in 1537, they telling this Naga getting hung. They saying that's the first image of a Naga in America. Never mind these other Nagas that's having them hung. That's they claim, right? But we got a thumbnail though. That might speak different, right? So let's see. Let's get into it then. Let's talk about some Opa Chitley. Let's talk about Opa Chitley, Managa. That's who we got on the thumbnail here. If you ain't know, Opa Chitley. And it says Minor Myths, Opa Chitley mythology. They call you a myth, Managa. They always call the Naga a myth. They always, hey, when they say he was dressed like he said the other dude was dressed like a colonist priest, Managa. Yeah, holding the cross. Well, we looking at Opa Chitley, right? Opa Chitley, right? Now this Naga, he got something different in here, saying that almost looked like what they would call an ankh, right? An ankh, right? That's what that looked like, which we know originates in Americas. If you really know history, you know the ankh originates in South America, Managa, or Middle America. All right, so we looking at Opa Chitley. Let's read a little bit about Opa Chitley, who he was. And I'm gonna show y'all some hijack they doing on Opa Chitley too. Opa Chitley, like look at this little bit. They ain't got Wikipedia ain't got nothing on Opa Chitley. Opa Chitley was one of the gods of the Aztec pantheon. They say Opa Chitley was one of the gods of the pantheon, right?
They say he was considered the god of fishing and hunting, as well as one of the representatives of the rain god Tlaloc. In Nawalti, his name means the left or the left-handed. He was the god who threw his spear with his left hand. The Naga threw his spear with the left. Man, I'm about to go get my spear, my Naga. The Naga had the spear, my Naga. That's why I bought me a spear, my Naga. Y'all Nagas better go buy a spear. Your ancestors had spears, my Naga. Get in tune with your ancestor, my Naga. He threw the spear with his left hand. Since the Aztecs saw the west as the primary cardinal point, the south was on the left according to their orientation. See what I'm saying? Hebrew, they talk with the left. Look what they saying now. You talking about cardinal direction versus Hebrew direction. They said since the Aztecs saw the west as the primary cardinal point, the south was on the left according to their orientation. Opachitli was therefore also associated with the south. He is said to have invented the atla. That's a spear. Y'all know what the atla is? Y'all better study, man. That's the spear. Now they showing the hijack. The atla this is the atla right here. Atla is a spear throwing device to throw the spear with. I guess he invented that. All right, let's go back. They say he invented the atla, the net, and the canoe pole, and the bird snare. Dang, this Naga was inventive. This was an inventive Naga. This was a special Naga here with his feathered hat. He got two feathers. He got his shield. The Naga throws spears. He invented the atla. This Naga's amazing. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying the Naga's amazing. That's all they got on him. But it's we got more though we can get on Opachitli. I'm going back. Let's go back. Opachitli, the Aztec god of hunting. They say Opachitli. They talked about Opachitli like Moses, my Naga. They say he parted the water, my Naga. Did y'all know that? Did y'all know Opachitli parted the water? Let me put it up where they saying he parted the water. They told me, they say he was associated with the water. You know what I'm saying? He was like a deity, my Naga. He was like a high priest, my Naga. They call him a deity. He was a priest king. He was a Khan, my Naga. He was a Khan. All right, so let's see. Let me just put parted the water so I can get straight to it. This Naga made canoe poles. He parted the water. I spelled water wrong. I'm tripping, y'all. Parting the sea waters occurs 5 times. They went straight to the Bible, crossing the Red Sea. No. See, Opachitli. I read earlier today when I was at work. Opachitli parted the sea, my Naga, and I'm gonna see if we can pull it back up. Dang, I ain't mean to do that. See, they say he was representative of the rain god. My Naga was special, my Naga. Aztec. Let's go to this. Let's go back to this to see what they're saying. He supplies the tools necessary for catching meat and fish. He is also left-handed. They thought with bought an excuse of being forced to use a left-handed fish hook. Male, unknown. All right. I know where I saw it at. I think I know where I saw it at. Let me stroll down some more. All right, let me stroll. Why are humanity? Harder dictionary. Why are humanity? One of the. Let me see. Let's click on this one. See what they say. This ain't one of them. This ain't the one I read. I already see that. All right. See, look at that. The Al Caholo ceasing of water rain was the name of the first festival of the year. Opachitli, one of the Tlaloc, was the patron of the people of the boats and the fishing people during celebration of tobacco. See, the tobacco, why you think they got the Naga with the tobacco all the time? All the tobacco Indians we looked at, man, this is you, man. Start letting these people lie, man. I'm so beyond the lies, my Naga. Let me go back, man. Let me go back. I want to find the one I read on, man. Where it was talking about he invented the fishing rod. My Naga, I love to fish, my Naga. I got a fishing rod in my office right now. In the spirit of Opachitli, my Naga. Didn't know it. He was the god of hunting and fishing, also known as the left-handed one. Man, where they say he parted the waters, man. I might have to post this in the community, man. It was on, I think it was on genealogy, actually. It was on I don't forget if it was ancestry. Let me see. Let me just put it in ancestry. Yeah, because they pulled this genealogy up in ancestry and then they had some hijack. See, look, that's wrong. 1336 to 1386. That's wrong. See, this the one, Family Search. Yeah, Family Search. One of my favorite sites. Monaga, there you go. They got Opachitli, right? Now look at this hijack. Now that's Opachitli right there, right? Blacker than the mud. Blacker than that Naga looking like. This, everybody. This is straight up niggly, right? straight up nigga all the way around. Now look at his family tree. Look who they try to say his daddy is. They done put a cartoon up there that don't even look like he came off the that came off the Codex. What we see, this picture right here, that come off the Codex. Let me show you what they got in this Naga family tree, parents and siblings. See, they got down here. Look now, they got his wife. Shit, I don't even can't say it. His children. Now look, now where the parents at? Let me see. I saw it on my phone earlier. Hold on. Look how his kid's supposed to look. He don't look nothing. Hold on, man. Look how this supposed to be his seed. This is supposed to be after the Europeans got here and they started drawing on the wall. You know what I'm saying? How did Naga here had something, anything? Really? Okay. Let's see how his daddy look though. Look how they dang, I ain't mean to do that. I ain't mean to go all the way back out. Let's see what they got. Let me see what they got for his dad. That was his parents and siblings, right? This is siblings. You all spouse and children, spouse, children, parents. This supposed to be his parents. Yeah, he was. Yeah, off Chitley was born in 1290. Now look how dark this Naga is, born in 1290. And they want to turn around and tell you that this was his daddy, born in 1250. I wish I would see somebody like this make a Naga darker than me. This can't be this man, the real picture of this man's daddy, man. Look, I mean, this is ridiculous, man. How can this man even be the father of Open Cheat, my Naga? No way in hell. The hijack is non-stop, my Naga. The hijack is non-stop. See, so let me see if I can. Now I just want to point. That's a hijack I was gonna point out. I ain't mean to point it out yet. I was looking for where they said he parted the water. Maybe it's in. Hold on, let me click back on this in a different way. Let me see. All right. When Open Cheat was born about 1290, his father Ray Kasitli Tanachalan was 41 and his mother was 41. He had at least 2 sons and he died in 1409 at the age of 120. That Naga lived a long time. That Naga lived 120 years, my Naga. That Naga lived a century and 20 years, my Naga. He lived a century and a fifth of a century. And he was buried in Mexico, my Naga. He was part of the Mexica. This Naga parted the water. This Naga might have been kin to Moses, my Naga. This Naga parted the water. Yeah. Look at the story highlight oppositely modern Noartic pronunciation was a husband of Princess Artux Zitli the first, the daughter of the king Coxcoxley of Kawakawan. The Kawakawan. He was a father of the first ruler of Tanachalan. He was the father of the first ruler they know of. They mean, you know what I'm saying? They talk how his son was the first ruler. He his father. Yeah, right. They don't know what's going on. That family been ruling. You know what I'm saying? These people don't really know what they talking about, and I can see right through it from a bird eye point of view, Managa. Third eye point of view. Look at this, man. They ought to be ashamed of themselves even including that, man. Back up out of this. This Naga parted water though. He was a rain god, my Naga. I was reading about him. I had read a bunch of different stories, but yeah, he parted the water. I don't know if he did it with his spear, and it reminded me of the story of Moses when I read it. I was like, Aztec mythology always gets a bad rep. All right, there's somebody with their opinions. Not only is the patron of all fishing hunters, what this got too many cookies and hijacks. Let me back out of this. Aztec family tree. Aztec pictures result for fishery. I'm gonna find it, man. I should have had it prepared. I wasn't really prepared on this one because I just hopped off of work, y'all. I slid this thing together. But that Naga part, the water, this Naga was a special Naga somehow, man. We talking about the ancient Nagas of America now. And back to the story though. That Naga was born in 1290. So if he was born in 1290, he on the Codex. Why are they lying to you? Why are they lying to you? First off, why are they lying about this Naga talking about he the first, and they call Negro first, they want to call him an African, and they talking about in 1537. Why are they lying? 1537? Naga, that's 247 years after Opachitli. Like, talking about this the first black male. Bitch, please. Oh, but Cheatley was in 1290. And you got this nigga here in 1537 getting hung. Not only getting hung by a bunch of other niggas. And you want to tell us them the first? No, man, please, man. And then in the details, when we read the details, it's deception all through it. Cause we see it says a rebellion with the subsequent hanging of its leaders. More than one leader, more than one Naga. So how this the first Naga? And it's in 1537 on the Codex Tellerano Reminiscence. 1537, right? Oh, but we got Alpha Cheatley in 1290. It just be too easy to point out these people lie. Hey, salute T in the house, salute Tribe Up. It's just too easy to point out these people lies, my nigga. It's getting ridiculous now. I mean, like, all this calling people African and stuff, and this and that. But all these so-called leaders, right, that ain't dressed nothing like no African conquistador. He dressed, like he say, he dressed more like trying to be like a European, and he holding the cross like he done got down with the Spaniards in the missions or whatever, trying to set Nagas up. Them Nagas was on to that shit. Besides that, though, what about the Bonaparte murals, my Naga? Clearly, Nagas, these Nagas got on do-rags. These Nagas got on bonnets and do-rags, man. Look at this shit, man. These people think we stupid. Ambush, my Naga, ambush predator in the house. Ambush predator in the house, right? All the way from Ontario, Canada, my Naga. Stronghold of the Naga. They got these Nagas here. These Nagas got on leopard, jaguar. Nagas love jaguar, my Naga. Oh, Nagas love jaguar. Nagas love leopard skins and jaguar. And when you think about it, just being honest, leopard skin and jaguar only looks good on Nagas. If you ain't a Naga, you might as well don't even put on no leopard skin or no jaguar. You looking goofy. You like a pale face with a leopard skin on, man. That look like out of the picture, man. You need to go put on some gray or some gloomy colors. But you know, this leopard and shit, you know, it ain't for no red, man. No fake ass red. This shit for Nagas. These Naga jaguar warriors, Nagas got on do-rags, and these Nagas look mighty similar to what I see. These Nagas got on hoop earrings, pearls. These Nagas, man, then they gonna tell you these ain't Nagas. I'd be damned if they ain't. Look at that rag, man. Look at this shit, man. Nagas got dreads coming out the top of the do-rag. Man, it's a Naga down the street for me rocking shit like that right now, man. Right now, man. And like I say, man, like Nagas love that leopard and that jag shit, you know what I'm saying? You know, a lot of Nagas love this type of shit. You know, that shit don't look good on nothing but Nagas. You throw this on with some pearls, my Naga, you know what I'm saying? I had these custom made about a year ago or so. Saying, well, my Naga, that's Naga shit, man. These people crazy, man. They think we stupid. They say, no, these ain't Nagas. They say, see, yeah, all these Nagas got they nappy head ass. These Nagas got dreads and shit. This shit, all. Look at this Naga here. You care? This Naga got some sideshow Bob dreads. That Naga dread, he got them Kodak Black dreads up in there. Look at this Naga, man. Look at this Naga. Yeah. Ancient blacks, prehistory, my Naga. Prehistory, my Naga. All up in Mexico, my Naga. In the Mexica, my Naga. Bonaparte murals, my Naga. Yeah. Codex is my Naga. Nagas. Strictly for my Nagas. What that Naga whipping up? That Naga right there in the kitchen wrist whipping like some stir fry right there. What that Naga whipping up? I don't know what that Naga. Hey, what that Naga right there got? He about to hand to the ruler. You know, this got to be the big Kahuna right here with the ass to the Jaguar warrior right here. That's the big Kahuna. He's sitting on the throne. That Naga sitting on some kind of throne right there. Look at that shit, y'all. That Naga sitting on the throne. That's a big chair. That's a big chair, my Naga. Naga putting his he say, hey man, tighten up. He say, tighten up my bangle, my Naga. The Naga tighten on his bangle. The Naga clearly black, right? Black as fuck, right? Like he got some kind of I don't know what he got on his body. This Naga, he black as still. No, everybody's black though. Look at these knockers, man. This the real. How come the fake Native Americans of today don't dress like this? I have never seen a fake ass Native American, a $5 pretending. I have never seen one of them with a do-rag or a bonnet on, my nigga. I'm just saying, or any kind of head wrap, any kind of tribed up head wrap. I have never, ever seen none of these fake Cherokees, these fake Dawes Road Indians. I have never seen them. It's only one group of people in America that be wearing do-rags and bonnets.
Big dummy. Darkness, everybody. Darkness is ready.
You think you get that shit from nowhere, my nigga? You can pull up a sister of 2023 with a similar do-rag to this shit right now. You can pull this up today. She just to be dressed different. And it's a brother right here. He taught this, it's a brother. It ain't no sisters on this picture, but I have some with several. I just pulled this one up for now. There are others though, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? I mean, anybody doubts this shit, look at that nigga there with the dread. This nigga here is fresh. That's a fresh nigga right there. See, I wish they made some tobacco Indians like this, my nigga. Boy, I would buy that shit, my nigga. I'm gonna buy me a tobacco Indian too, a real one. I'm in saving my money, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? I am not playing games. These niggas raw though, my nigga. I love this shit, my nigga. From an uneducated eye, they would see this and say, those are Africans, right? That's what they'll say, right? Nah, my nigga, nah. No diss to the Africans, my nigga. That's a whole different tribe. I've never seen Africans dressed like any of these guys. I've seen Africans wearing skins, of course, like leopards and shit, but not the same way the American Naga does it. It's not the same, my Naga. Like, even when look all these Nagas got dreads. Look at that Naga there. That Naga there look like some kind of priest king too. That Naga look like he's some kind of kahuna. That Naga look like he ain't about no games either. This Naga right here with my thumbnail on my mouse at. That Naga look serious. Look at that Naga eyes. All these Naga look serious. But look who this Naga. I ain't see who this Naga is up here though. Who the Naga is up here at the top. What this Naga doing? Let me pull it up. The ancient Nagas in prehistoric America, my Naga. Quote unquote blacks, my Naga. Look at this Naga. This Naga is somebody important. What is he holding? A child? Is that a woman? Maybe that's a woman. That's a woman right there. That one looks feminine. She's holding a baby, my Naga. That's a baby. Look at this shit. This shit is dope. Because that's why I always take my time. Yeah, they need to make you can get custom wallpaper made. I'm always into getting custom stuff made. This would be a nice piece of wallpaper to have made to put in like your dining room or something. My nigga, that'd be lit right there. You get a custom piece of wallpaper. I be getting custom posters made all the time, like the ones on the wall behind me. You know what I'm saying? The people at Staples or Office Depot, wherever I decide to get it printed, they be looking at my shit like, man, Black Jack, what you got? Oh, speaking of that, hey y'all, hold on, y'all. Pause for a minute, y'all. Let me go grab something. Y'all enjoy the artwork. Speaking of these posters, let me show y'all something. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. Speaking of these posters, my Naga, see, I be, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know how you ever going, like, all right, I work in the service industry, I'm an HVAC technician, right? So I go in people's house, right? People be having gollywog dolls and shit. I don't be knowing that they racist or not. You know, white people be having all kind of old white people be having their house. Some of these old white people, they having a bunch of nigglets in their house. All kind of like what you might consider as racist, right? So I said, you know what? Two can play this game. You know what I'm saying? My Naga, I went and I said, I'm getting it printed out. Getting like Office Depot might charge like $50 to print out something like this. You know what I'm saying? That whoop that trick. And I'm put it in my living room. So if the cable man comes over, the white guy, he's gonna look up at this. He's gonna say, "Whoa, what is that?" And I'm gonna be like, I'm like, yeah, it ain't no different than all that gollywog shit and them little black dolls that y'all like to have too. It ain't no different. Say just some old true history showing you where you came from. your ancestors were slaves, picking cotton and all kind of stuff. You know, so hey, that's what I do. I get these posters made. I spend a little money and invest in it because I like custom stuff. I get them framed. Like I might spend $50 or $60 getting the poster made, and I might spend another $30, $40 on the frame. So it might cost you $100, you know, total doing it, but it's worth it because to me, like, you got stuff that nobody else really ain't got. You know what I'm saying? So I be on their ass for real. You know what I'm saying? I be on their ass. I be like shit. But ancient Nagas in America, right? Prehistoric America, right? So many depictions. Look at this one. Look at these Bonaparte murals. Look at these Nagas are special. What this Naga got in his hand, I don't know. I don't even see these Naga. That Naga got a parasol. Look, that's a parasol right there. It's an umbrella. You know the Naga invented the umbrella, right? The Naga invented the parasol, right? The Naga got pearls on his ankles. Look at that. You know what I'm saying? Naga got pearls on his ankles, my Naga. That shit dope. These Nagas is dope, my Naga. What is that? This Naga got a shield, and is that a slingshot? That Naga got a slingshot? That Naga there got a slingshot too and the shield? Did the Naga invent the slingshot too? It won't surprise me. It don't surprise me that the Naga invented the slingshot too. Like David and Goliath, my Naga. You know, Kandawi, my Naga, King David, my Naga. Slayed Goliath, right? They claim he did it with a slingshot, right? They say he said something like a slingshot, right? Israelites, my Naga. Look at that one, my Naga here. The Nagas own America, man. We gonna do a live stream on that later on this week. I got it lit up for later on this week. How the Naga really owns America. You know, you own the land, my Naga. Damn, they money and they material. Nagas be worried about these polo shirts, these cars and shit, and all this European stuff that they brought over here with them. That shit can go back to Europe with their ass. You know what I'm saying? All that count. The land is ours. Salute. They can pack the ship up with their money, their goods, their European standards of goods, and they can haul the fuck ass. We can go back to feathers and all I give a damn. Shit. The land is ours. We own the land, my Naga. So y'all look out for that one coming later this week. You know what I'm saying? Quote unquote blacks own America, really own America. The true owners of America, the true owners of the land. We ain't going nowhere. We ain't going nowhere. And we gonna take it back. We gonna take back control. We ain't lost it. We just lost control, y'all. We still here. We ain't lost the land. We getting ruled on our land. We lost control of our land. That's what we fighting for, to take back control of our land and to rid our land of foreigners. Salute. That's what the fight all about. You know, I make bullet points. I identify what my fight is. I identify who my fight is against. Everything is clear. Ain't no smoke and mirrors. Identify the enemy, identify the target, and identify what you want the results of your war to be. That's what I'm on. That type of time I'm on. I want their ass to get their hat, their coat, and to get the fuck out of Dodge. That's what my bullet points are. And I'm Blackjack, man. This is House of Cons, man. I appreciate y'all once again, man. And we're gonna make these colonizers respect the house. We're gonna let the donut hit their ass, where the Most High split their ass. And we out, y'all. Peace, salute, tribe, we out.